Are you looking for the best robot vacuums? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best robot vacuums on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. 3i G10 Plus Robot Vacuum. I was shocked by the specs and offerings of this compact robot vacuum that doesn't even come with a docking station. The G10 Plus has an enormous 1-liter dustbin. Most robot vacuums have an onboard dustbin that is about half that size, and the dustbin has an internal compression paddle inside and a UV light. It continually compresses and disinfects everything it picks up. 3i claims that you don't have to empty it for up to 60 days, but that test lab is much cleaner than my house. Still, going for a week without emptying an onboard dustbin in my very messy home with multiple kids and a dog is remarkable. At 18,000 pascals, the suction is more than twice as strong than most other vacuums at this price point, and the LiDAR navigation much more accurate. It also has AI-enabled Apex Vision and Dirt Scan to identify obstacles and particularly dirty spots. It did not get lost in a week's worth of testing, and I was particularly surprised by how good it was at edging, catching the dust bunnies that tend to pile up in front of my dryer. Also, the dock has a base on it, so unlike our previous pick, the Tapo TP-Link RV20 Max, $200, it never gets knocked off the dock and fails to charge. It is almost an inch taller than the RV, so it did occasionally get stuck under one of our low sofas. However, despite the need for an occasional rescue, I was startled by the number of flagship features offered at a very affordable price. Number 2. Yeedi S20 Infinity. My past experience with robot vacuums was limited to the Dyson you'll find in the avoid section below, so I was skeptical that a device from Yeedi, the budget-friendly imprint of Ecovacs, would function at a level that would save me a significant amount of time and hassle. Well, I got sucked in. This device has saved me dozens of hours in the 2 months I've been testing it in my new home. The standout feature on Yeedi's latest flagship vacuum is exceptional power management. Unlike many other vacuums, you don't have to wait 2 or 3 hours for recharge cycles. It cleaned about 800 square feet with mopping and vacuuming in around an hour and a half. I've never had to mess with the apps and setup, beyond clicking the start button and getting alerts when the robot got snagged on my bath mat. The S20 Infinity is plenty powerful and will vacuum, mop, and dry in one pass so that your floors look like it was never there, aside from being clean. Even better, after doing this it empties and cleans its own mop head. My only maintenance has been filling the clean water tank and emptying the dirty water tank and dustbin. The only other potential drawbacks are the fact that it has gotten stuck on my bath mat several times, and it's not great mopping up sticky messes, having smeared maple syrup around in my kitchen rather than disappearing it. Number 3. Dreame X50 Ultra. I still really like Dreame's stair climbing model, although I think that bagless, clogless emptying and fast recharging are 2 practical considerations that make the Ecovacs a better choice. However, this is the best vacuum for pet hair for another reason. Yes, it has double roll brushes to reduce tangling, plus side arms to edge clean more effectively, in addition to the usual large capacity docking station with clean and dirty water tanks, self-emptying bag, and hot water mop washing. But Dreame's software is very impressive. The vacuum sensors let the AI-enabled app accurately identify obstacles, floor surfaces, and extremely dirty areas. It's the most effective dirt and obstacle identification system I've tried. Whenever I skipped a day or 2 of cleaning, the X50 Ultra reminded me that particular areas of my house had a high degree of dirtiness and prompted me to run it again. Anyone who has a pet knows exactly where the areas that have a high degree of dirtiness are in your house. For cat owners, it's probably around the litter box. For me, it's near my dog's bed where she likes to chew up sticks. It's one of the smartest RoboVacs I've ever tested, outside of the Matic, although I did have to ensure the self-emptying function was working from time to time. Number 4. Narwal Flow. I have tried every version of the Narwal model since the company was founded in 2016. I have had persistent connection and navigation problems. I moved it to every single room in my house, hoping for a better connection to the router. I sent multiple testers to other members of the team. Finally, in the year 2025, there is a version of the Narwal that works, which is fantastic because this has consistently been one of the most attractive robot vacuums that I've seen. Reviewer Nina Farrell found that the Narwal Flow was actually easier to use than other vacuums she's tested. She had no connectivity issues, and the filter and dust bag were already installed. The app is easy to use. The Flow was able to pretty quickly map the main floor of her house, although it did bunch up on smaller kitchen mats. Otherwise, it did a good job vacuuming and mopping the floor, and even remembered to resume the task a few hours later after it finished charging. Because she made it clean the house minutes after unboxing it. It actually got pretty far into the job, too, which was nice. Robot vacuum and mop combo, Flow Wash real-time self-cleaning rolling track mop, carpet focus carpet cleaning, AI-powered obstacle avoidance, powerful 22,000 Pascal suction, dual flow tangle-free system, 1.6 threshold crossing, 3.7 ultra slim, edge reach extendable mop, reverse side brush for corner cleaning, adaptive hot water self-wash and self-emptying, low noise, app control, no-go zone, scheduled cleaning, works with Alexa. Number 5. Roborock Saros Z70. This year at CES 2025, we saw a robot vacuum that can, theoretically, use its Omni-Grip extendable arm to pick up your socks and put away your trash. When I set up the Saros Z70, I also designated a shoe storage zone and set up the included Roborock storage box where the robot vacuum would theoretically be able to drop socks, crumpled tissues, and other items. Without the arm, the Saros Z70 is an effective household cleaning companion. The AI-enabled smart plan has developed an effective cleaning pattern for my first floor, detaching the mop pads to vacuum before reattaching them to mop my kitchen, laundry, room, and bathroom floors as the final step. It has cleaned up an entire kitchen floor sprinkled with powdered sugar. Battery life is a bit shorter than Saros 10R, $1,600, the version without the robot arm. It runs for about 2 hours before it needs to recharge. The main problem is that Omni-Grip still has a ton of limitations. The vacuum can't pick up clutter beyond a fairly limited assortment of tissues, shoes, socks, or items under 300 grams. It recognizes my flip-flops only if they're on hard surfaces, not carpet, and it fails to bring the shoes back to the shoe storage area. Most days, if I leave clutter out, the vacuum will start out to get it, then note that it has failed to complete sorting and return to the dock. I will continue to run the Saros Z70 this year to see if further software updates make it easier to use, but right now this robot vacuum comes with a pretty